Hey everyone, it's Game Camilla here, back at you with another video, a third part of the series of Super Mario Bros. 35 videos. Before we deep dive into today's video, if you haven't taken a look at my two previous videos, one on tips and tricks, and another that dives further with advanced tips and tricks. They are useful if you're trying to get a leg up on the competition. Streaming the game the last few days has made me realize that a lot of people are not taking advantage of level selection in this game. It seems like a lot of people are just selecting 1-1, 1-2, and they are good levels for certain reasons, but I feel like there's a lot of levels that people are just sleeping on. It's highly important on which level you select, as the level goes into a pool of levels which the game pulls from over the course of a match. In today's video, I'm going to deep dive into 3 levels I think you should select that will help you during the game. These levels I've selected based on a few criteria, such as the ability to gain time easily, power-ups such as the Mushroom or Fire Flower, if or not it has a star power-up in the level, any secret pipes or clouds available in the level, as well as any special enemies in the level. These 3 don't necessarily tick off all the boxes, as some things outweigh others, but they would definitely aid you over the course of the gameplay. What's also good is if you're in a level that can lead you to a pipe selection, such as 1-2 or 4-2. If you see these levels, it should be higher on your list to select these if you're in a good position. With that said, let's go on with the first level in today's video. First up is a level that is probably the main one I select during gameplay. That is level 3-1. 3-1 is amazing as it includes multiple power-ups, a pipe you can warp to get another power-up as well as extra coins, a 1-up mushroom, a star power-up, as well as Hammer Bros as special enemies that you can put into play. To top it off, it also includes a cloud level that is great for extra coins. This level actually does tick off all the boxes for me. This level is absolutely amazing. Let's break the level down. So when you start the level out, on the 3rd question block, there's a power-up. After that, in the 2nd pipe, go down that, and there is a place where you can get a bunch of coins as well as getting an additional power-up. Now, if you choose not to go down the pipe there, it's pretty short to where it comes out. It'll come out just before the bridge there. So you can, during the course of gameplay, if you need to just get additional time, you could opt to not go down the pipe. You just gotta weigh your options there, depending on the situation. Normally, I would say go down the pipe, as getting the coins is pretty easy and getting the power-up is pretty easy as well. From there on the bridge, there's 3 Goombas. Knock them out. And there is a 1-up there. Nab that thing. And in the first block there, past the bridge, there's a star power-up. This thing's fantastic, as this will help you get a lot of time. From there, you'll encounter 2 Hammer Bros. Make sure to knock those guys out. There's also an additional power-up here in the 2nd question block. From there, there are 2 routes you could take. You can go past the gap and keep on going, or get between the 2 rows of blocks above the gap to reveal a vine that will take you into the clouds to get even more coins. If you choose to go past the gap, there's a lot of enemies here. There's another power-up, some coins, as well as past that, there is a block here that you can hit for even more coins. If you're in the clouds, you will actually drop right before this block, and that ends the level there. It's a fantastic level. Ticks off all the boxes, and I find this one to be one of the best ones to have as far as advantages. You can get a lot of time, you can get a lot of coins, plus send some special enemies the opponent's way. The next level I have for you is 4-1. 4-1 is great because of 2 things, Lakitus and Spinies. These 2 are great enemies to send your opponent's way to get those KOs during gameplay. On top of that, there's a few power-ups, as well as a 1-up, and a pipe you can go down to get even more additional coins. So let's break this level down. At the beginning, there's a power-up you can get, as well as a block that's really high up that can help you get the first Lakitu as it appears. If you have any Lakitu coming your way, you can also use this as a vantage point to potentially knock them out and send it your opponent's way. From there, after a few coins, there's a series of 4 blocks. Again, high up, if you need to send another Lakitu their way, use this as a vantage point. Beyond there, there's another 4 question blocks. Get on top there and get the 1-up mushroom. You can also use this block as a position point to potentially knock more Lakitu back at your opponents. From there, there's a few options you could take. If you skip the first pipe and go down the second one, there's a spot there to get a bunch of coins, as well as a power-up. Now, the power-up can only be easily attained if you're a mini Mario. So if you're a small Mario, this is potentially a spot that you can get a power-up and work your way to the next point. If you choose not to go down the pipe, there's a power-up in the bottom row here, as well as a bunch of coins. You can also use this as a vantage point to knock down Lakitu and send them your opponent's way. From there, it's pretty close to the end level. Just mind a few jumps, and there you go. 4-1, again, a great level if you want to send those tricky Lakitu and Spinies back at your opponents. One thing I almost forgot is there actually is a block right before the flagpole here. If you don't see any enemies down at the bottom there, you can definitely hit that block for some extra coinage. If you do see enemies, I would just highly advise just to go and hit that flagpole and get that extra time. Now the next level I have is more of a spin on 4-1. Now not everyone has this level unlocked, but if you do, it is a level I would highly recommend to select if you're comfortable with it. This level features Lakitus and Spinies as well, but in this case it's a lot easier of a vantage point and much higher up, and you don't really have to struggle going high up to get to Lakitu on this level. So when you first start this level out, past the first gap, there's going to be a power up here. Get that, as well as knock out Lakitu. If there's any more Lakitu, again use the same point. This is much easier and higher up. Past the second gap, we got a block here that you can hit for a number of coins. Go through a few more gaps here. And then there's a 1-up mushroom hidden right in this corner here. Nab that one. From there, there are 2 hidden blocks that you can get if you need to get higher up off the ground. Past those blocks, there's another power-up hidden in the question blocks here. Nab that one. Past the little mini gap, there's a little block here in the series of 3 rows here that you can only get as a mini Mario. It's for extra coins. Otherwise, keep going to end the level. Again, this level doesn't really have much in the way of additional stuff like stars and warps and stuff. But if you need to get to Lakitu really easy, or have Lakitu that's like up in your face constantly, this can be a good level to get high up off the ground and send a lot of those enemies back without having to jump through too many hoops to do so. And there you go, 3 levels that I think you should put in your level selection in Super Mario Bros. 35. All these levels are great for their own specific reasons. If you guys really like this, I might venture out and do a few more additional levels for recommendations and breakdowns. I also encourage you guys to go out and find a level different from the easier ones to see if you can incorporate it into your game plan. And that's all I have for today. If you guys really like this, I might consider doing a follow-up video that details even more levels to use for level selection. I hope you really liked this video, and if you found it useful, consider subscribing. I do 2 videos a week, mostly Nintendo related, but sometimes on other games as well. Also check out my Discord, as well as Twitch where I stream 4 days a week. Links for both of those are in the description box below. Thank you for watching, have a wonderful day, and I will catch you next time.